Okay, we are live on Kaif Live, and my hair is. Okay, we are live on Kaif Live, and my hair is crazy. This is what you call a Sphera hair. I see you already joined. Send me a request. Hold on. Oh, okay. Again, it just does not give me the option to send you a request. ACR 1121. I see you right there. Just please send me a request and I will accept you. Guys, tonight our guest is Joshua Baturo. Joshua Baturo will explain to us the meaning of Hashem. God willing, this is going to work out. My sphere of hair is crazy, but what can you do? You got to go with what you got. There you go, Joshua Batura here tonight with us. What's up?
Alright.
How's it
We're
going?
in and out tonight.
Okay, Joshua is going to tell us the meanings, I should say, of our names, what they mean, and what it stands for, what it represents. Guys, if you have questions, if you have a question, or just put out your name, and we'll tell you, well, Josh will tell you the meaning of your name. Joshua, a few words about yourself, what you do, how you're spending your time during this quarantine, and we'll jump ahead.
All right, cool. First of all, first and foremost, as you may know, as you can see, the Instagram account that I'm using is my wife's because I don't have an Instagram account. And shout out to her. If anyone's ever interested into checking out her products, she sells nice arts and crafts for children for Mother's Day. So just check it out. ACR 1121. My
Right
name
there,
is
guys.
Yehoshua. Right up there, yeah, all the way on top. My name is Yehoshua Joshua Baturo. Was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I am clearly Bukharian, as you don't see this, but I am Bukharian. I went to yeshiva all my life, and I'm very intrigued in learning the wisdom of the Torah. One time, I picked up a book from local Jewish bookstore, and it was called "The Wisdom of the Hebrew Alphabet" by Rabbi Michael L. Monk. He went and dwelled into the secret of each and every Hebrew letter. And what I did was I wrote down my letters, Yud, Hey, Vav, Shin, Ayin, and I tried to like break myself down to who I am essentially. And and I found out amazing secrets about myself, and I kind of like understood myself in a more of a deeper level. Like now I understood why I do certain things, why I am a certain way, clearly just because solely my name is Yehoshua, and this was the power given to me because my name is Yehoshua. So
Right.
I felt like I discovered something amazing, and I just wanted to share it with the world. And through your platform, Nathaniel, is one way for me to share my discovery to the world. A little bit about myself: I Shiva all my life. Learn how I spend my quarantine time is that now that I'm out of work, I'm a barber, and we got hit the first before anything happened. We were out of jobs, so I just utilized the time to spend time with my family, my wife and my daughter. Uh, Learn, teach, and that's it. Just house errands.
Got it. Got it. We already have
Again,
one question coming in. So
what's up?
explain to us, what are you going to do exactly? Are you just going to tell us the meaning of our names? Like, how do you break that down? How do you know, like, gematria? What is it? How do
Well,
you know those
to give
things?
you to give you a specific meaning of a specific name is going to be a little bit difficult and
Right.
it's tough. So if anybody wants, and if they're listening to us right now, Aleph Bet meaning at gmail.com. That's ALEF Bet BET meaning at gmail.com. Email me your Hebrew names and I will send you back the articles that you need to know about your name because it's very long. One name is very long. I can
Got
give
it.
you maybe I can decode your name if you want,
Okay.
and I'll give you. It'll be but not now. I want to explain to you first before I decode anything. Am I? I feel like I'm not clear.
Yeah, they're saying that we can't see you clear. Yeah, the connection is like a little off, and that's why it's probably causing the quality of the video not to translate the way it should. It should.
So I'm on my phone. Should I jump on my laptop?
No,
Would
no,
that
no.
be
It's
easy?
impossible to go through a laptop. Um, are you connected to Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Is the hotspot? Can you get closer to the hotspot where it's coming from?
Yeah, but the background's gonna be a little messed up. I hope you don't mind.
That's fine. I mean, as long as it's fine with you, it's fine with us.
Cool. Well,
Guys,
all right.
please put in your names. Put in your names down, and we'll discuss your names and what they mean, and what Josh has to share with our viewers in terms of your names. So that's what he's gonna share, and we'll dive into this. You could call it program.
All right.
There you go. Ari Batura wrote alifbedmeaning@gmail.com. That's his email. That's where you guys could send in your names, and in detail. I guess Joshua is gonna break that down. But here, much better quality now. But here, Joshua. So break it down for us. What exactly are you going to do?
Okay, so before I get into any decoding specific, no last names, by the way, just first names, middle names, whatever was given to you in your Brit Milah or during the Sefer Torah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
So
before I
the
decode
name was
anything,
given to me, Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, middle name.
No middle
Okay.
name.
Okay, great. So Nathaniel is a name that fully describes your essence of who you really are. And I will get into that in a minute because I
Okay.
can't just decode a name and you'll be like, what's the big deal? You know, so there's a reason to this. So
Okay.
a parent, when naming their child, has some sort of prophecy of what to give to the child, right? This is a common knowledge. Everybody knows this. And if not, then newsflash. Every parent gets some sort of prophecy from God. This is what you should name your child. And so if that prophecy is coming from a divine being such as Hashem to give you that name, that means he specifically wants you to have what you have, that name, Nathaniel. So if Hashem said that I want Nathaniel to be Nathaniel, then obviously it means something. And our job is to decode what it means.
Okay.
So putting that to the side. Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. I'm pretty sure you know where I'm heading to.
These are the
Yeah.
first words in the first book of Moses that the book starts with. Right. So that for those people that don't understand, this is the book Bereshit, Genesis. Okay. Perfect.
All right, I see where your head is at. It's good.
Yeah, man, we gotta exit already. Get our redemption.
Right.
But anyways.
So first chapter, first verse, book of Genesis, which is the first book of the 5 books of Moses, starts off, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Our sages ask, how come there's an extra the in Hebrew translated et, which is spelled aleph and taf? What's with the extra aleph and taf? Why can't you just say God created heaven and earth? Why the heavens? Why the earth?
Interesting.
So the answer is amazing because aleph tet, the word et, which is loosely translated as the, is aleph tet. So aleph through tet. So in the beginning, God created aleph through tet,
meaning the first letter through
the last letter
of the alphabet.
Heavens and the earth. So Hashem used the letters.
Our friends at Aish.com are watching us. Hello. By the way, guys,
huge fan.
I wanna say this right now. The next week is gonna be all about Aish. All Aish rabbis, Rav Dober, Rav Gav, the Rabbi Berger, Dov Bear, Yotam Glazer. Next week is all dedicated to Aish. So guys, stay tuned. Let's dive in.
Huge fans for all of them. In my bio, I actually said that I've learned in Aish 3 consecutive summers.
Right, that's right.
So as I was saying, so Hashem created Aleph through Taf, heavens and the earth. So in turn, Hashem created the world and the heavens through the actual letters. So a person can actually see the creation of the world through the meanings of the letters. So now we're coming back to your name. Now that you have a Hebrew name with Hebrew letters, and Hashem used those same letters to create the world, obviously per letter has a divine meaning, and it also tells you your essence.
Right.
Here's a quick question for you.
Okay.
And for the viewers, of course, the millions of viewers, thank you very much. It's a big crowd tonight.
Not yet, but Bezrat Hashem, one day, who knows?
One day. What is the closest language, if there is a closest language, to the Holy Tongue?
Aramaic,
Aramaic. That's the most common answer. Anything else?
Arabic, Egyptian.
Yeah, another one. That's a good one. I heard a
Greek.
very, very nice lecture. Are you finished? You still want to keep going?
Nah, I'm done.
You done? All right. My wife will be here screaming out Latin. That's a good one, right? That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So DJ Batero said music. Oh, that's big.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's the most popular thing in the world.
That's the biggest, most common language everybody can speak.
Yeah.
So I heard a very nice lecture by, if anybody has the time in their most convenient time, to go on YouTube, type in Rabbi Mordechai Kraft, Secret of the Hebrew Letters, Part 1. And he starts off with the same question, and he says, he asks the same question. What is the most similar language to the Lashon HaKodesh, the Holy Tongue? It is none other than the language of the chemists, the chemical language. So, and he gives an example. H2O. What does that H2O mean? 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen, which makes what water is. The symbol defines its reality. Just like what Lashon HaKodesh is. Words define the reality of the
matter.
The actual matter, correct. Good one. I have notes over here that I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget to say it. Kind of did a little preparation before the class. So the word harayon, which means pregnancy. Harayon, which means pregnancy. The gematria, which is the numerical value.
By the way, before you delve in, I will just tell the viewers that you guys will be, most of you will be able to get kind of an answer or an analogy from Joshua. But before he does that, he needs to like lay out the introduction and some meat of that of this lecture or a conversation, you could even call it, and then we will tackle the names. So yeah, Josh, the floor is to you.
Right, exactly. I had to give an introduction before I tackle the names, because if I give a secret to your name, first person you're gonna ask, how do I know this is legit?
Right.
So here's the introduction. So we're going back to the example that I've used, the word harayon, which means pregnancy. The numerical value of the word harayon is 271, which is the approximate amount of days in a pregnancy.
9 months, right?
Moving on to H2O, the word mayim, which means water. Mayim consists of 2 letters mem and 1 letter yud, like what I said before, 2 hydrogens, 1 small. Okay, so the Hebrew language, if you can delve into the secrets of each letter, you may understand the reality of what it's trying to say. I see over there you have a pen and paper. You're taking notes.
I wanted to show the viewers how it looks. Mayim next to H2O.
Nice. Okay.
Practically the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It even looks the same. So I'll just do that. H2O and then Mayim. Well, I need to write not script, but the other way around. So that it looks the same, kind of. But whatever, it doesn't look the same.
It's kind of mirrored, but
whatever. Forget about it.
You just explain it. It's 3 letters. 2 of the letters are the same. 1 is very tiny.
Yeah.
2 hydrogens, 1 tiny water molecule. That's the word mayim, the word water in Hebrew. So getting back, so if you can understand letters to its depthness, you can understand what the Torah is really talking about when it uses certain letters. Moving on to the word sheleg. Sheleg means snow in Hebrew. The numerical value of the first letter shin is 300. The numerical value of the second letter lamed is 30. The numerical value of the third letter and the final letter gimel is 3, which is what the
333.
This is the characteristic of what snow is. It gets bigger, bigger, and bigger, so it can fall down into ice from water. 3,300.
Wow.
So, and there's so much. I advise those who's listening to me to go on Rabbi Mordechai Kraft, his lecture on the secrets of the Hebrew alphabet, and he'll throw all you
That's
these examples.
that's the rabbi from Emmet, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that is Rabbi from Emmett. Yes.
Right. Okay.
All right, great. So we all on the same page here. Okay, so now,
Let's do
any
some
questions?
names.
Or are we good?
Well, they dropped some names in the beginning. I can read them to you.
Sure. Yeah, give me an example.
Alex. Well, question. Alex is asking. Do you have a WhatsApp group?
I have a WhatsApp group, correct?
Okay.
And the
Josh,
WhatsApp group,
repeat that email again for those that didn't hear clearly.
you can submit your Hebrew names given to you during your Brit Milah or at the Sefer Torah
Right.
at ALEFBET meaning at gmail.com.
Great.
Aleph-bet meaning at gmail.com.
Leah asking, can you decode my name? Her name is Leah.
I could right now.
I don't. Well,
Okay, fine. Let's take Leah.
I knew
Leah as an example.
they were gonna be asking these questions. I knew they want to hear about their names. So
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna decode every name. It's gonna take me forever. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna use the name Leah because Leah is a very common name. Leah happens to be the name of my mom, and she is watching us. So I'm basically speaking to my mom right now. Yeah, and my brother David over here, he put in the information for the WhatsApp group, Torah Life. And my other brother Mike, thank you very much, added in my Gmail. It's great to have siblings. I love it.
Yeah, your family is doing an amazing job. I see everything you guys do in terms of Torah, spreading that, lectures, Malatzi, Baturovi. You guys are killing it.
Thank you, Glenn Hara.
Yeah.
Okay, Leah, right? So Leah, Lamed, Aleph, Hey. Ooh, all right. So we take it first. Okay, so for those who do not know Hebrew, Yosef is here too. My other brother. Oh, my man. So
just how these viewers are your brothers, sisters, and your family, bro. If not all of them.
So Lamed, the first letter, is actually the most center letter of the whole Hebrew alphabet. And what organ is the center organ of the human body? We call it in Hebrew lev, which means heart. And lev begins with the letter lamed. And also the letter lamed is a letter that goes above the line. How you know how all the letters are on the line? Lamed is a word that goes above the line to show its royalty, that it's above it all. Not egoistic, but to the right of the letter lamed is the letter chaf. To the left of the letter lamed is the letter mem, which spells out melech. That's the royal. That is the royal letter, the letter lamed. It's big, has melech in it. Plus, if you cut the letter in half, you will get the letter chaf and the letter vav, which the numerical value of the letter chaf and the letter vav is 26. 26 is the same numerical value of God's ineffable four-letter name, Yud, and then Hey, and then Vav, and then Hey. That's to show you how royal that letter is. So now, what I'm saying is what I wrote about the letter Lamed in the name Leah. And I also further on and said that the word Lamed means to teach or to learn. So Nathaniel, I was going to say this about you. You have a Lamed in your name also. So whatever I'm saying, apply it to yourself.
Okay.
So the word Lamed is to teach or to learn. And those people that had the letter Lamed in their name should know that they have the hidden power within to learn and also to teach Torah. And that is also the whole point of learning Torah, is not to keep it to themselves, but to also share it to other people so we can all grow together. When Mashiach comes and he's going to ask you, where are your people, your brigada, like we say, you know what I mean? So we want to show, I taught him Torah, I taught this person Torah, I taught that person Torah, so we can all come in together. I have two lameds. That's what she said. Name with no, just
And you
first
did a
name.
great job. Look at your sons. Look at your family. You taught them well. You know.
Yeah, it was my mom.
You see,
My
there
mom.
you go. Two llamas, baby. Not one, two.
So now we go on to the second letter, Aleph. Nathaniel, you have Aleph in your name too, right? Aleph
Yeah,
Lamed.
two
Okay, so
olive.
take note. Natan El.
Yeah,
No, it's one.
not.
Nun, tough. Nun, Yud, Aleph Lamed.
Yeah, one olive. One olive.
One. Okay. So take notes what I'm about to tell you about the letter Aleph.
Okay.
Aleph is used as the first letter in the alphabet because its
Yeah.
numerical value is number one. Hashem and the letter Aleph are like this towards each other because Hashem is one and the letter is one. And he said, I'm going to start the Ten Commandments using you as the first letter. What was the first verse in the Ten Commandments? Anochi Hashem. Aleph Nun Chaf Yud. I am Hashem. And the
Okay.
first letter was Aleph. That was the honor Hashem gave to this letter Aleph.
Daniel, we'll
Aleph.
get to you too. We'll decode Daniel. But look, already you could apply what he said about Lamed. Lamed is to teach, to learn. Whoever has Lamed, that applies to you. Aleph is
Correct.
one, God. And what else you said about Aleph?
I was getting there.
Okay. So Daniel, you already have those two. I see. You know that.
All right. So yeah, Daniel, yeah, you just lucked out.
Yeah.
So Aleph there. So now Aleph, right? Aleph is more of a monogamistic letter. It's monogamist means like it's a monogamy. Like we are Jewish people, a monogamistic religion. We only believe in one God. And then there are other religions, unfortunately, that are polymonistic, that believe in multi-gods.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I say that right? Polymonistic?
Polytheistic. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, so being that Aleph is one, a monogamistic letter, it's funny how Aleph can also be read as Elef, thousand. Okay, so now how are we going to understand what I just said, that Aleph being one, yet it can also be read as thousands? So put that to the side, that question. Put that to the side for now.
Okay.
Avram Avinu, two Alephs, Avraham, Avinu, our forefather Abraham, begins with the letter Aleph. And his essence was what? The first person in the world to understand that there is one God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
In a generation where they believed in multi-gods.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and he was the only one. And his own father even snitched on him and sent him to the king to have him burned and killed at the stake. Because he said there's only one and nobody else. Niet nikavo.
Jump.
That's where it came from Avram Avinu. So then, so that's Aleph, the one. So now, furthermore, Elohim, which is one of God's names, is also begins with the letter Aleph. That has the same numerical value as the word nature, Hateva. Okay? I'm breaking it down slowly by slowly. Okay? So
you're tackling down Aleph still, right?
Yeah, Aleph. We're still at Aleph.
Right. Okay.
I'm breaking it down slowly by slowly. So far, I said Aleph is a monotheistic number, only one. That's the numerical value, only one. Yet it could be read as Elef, which means thousands. So at the same time, Abraham begins with one, the first one to find one God, and the word Elohim, which is one of God's names, begins with the letter Aleph.
You know what we'll do, Joshua? I just want to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is what we're going to do, and if it's possible with you. 22 letters we have in the Hebrew alphabet, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go one by one and dedicate 1 to 2 minutes max to it. We actually have 40 minutes on the live. So if we do that, we go over all the letters, everyone's names. You guys just know that which obviously letters you have. Daniel, Rachel. So when we speak about Rachel, you will write down the Raish part. And everyone, if we go over all the letters, everyone, all the people over here will be able to get their answers and fully decode their name. So let's not focus on names. Let's focus on on the order of alphabet. So we tackle down Aleph, right? Well, we didn't really finish, but we're about to finish, and then we'll go to Bet. And then
I can tell you like this. Either way, everybody has my email address, and they're going to email me their names, and I'm going to decode it
okay,
to the
okay,
detail. Regardless. But
okay. However you want.
I'm giving because we can go on forever. There's actually 26 letters, plus the nikodot of your letters, the dots, how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
That also gives a meaning to your essence of your name.
Ah, okay. That's okay.
We can go on forever.
I hear you.
Back to Leah. So I'm just gonna Aleph Lamed are two very common names, common letters.
Here's a question coming
again.
in. What if a person does not have a Jewish name?
That's a great question. I don't know what the name actually is, but let's say the name would be such as like, I don't know, Christina.
Right.
And parents of Christina or Chris did not know any better. Did not know any better, and they just like the name Christina or Chris. However, it's not a Hebrew name, unfortunately. Sorry to burst your bubble. And there are rabbis out there, such as Rabbi Katzin. He is one of them. You know who he is, right?
Of course.
So Rabbi Katzin, he actually did it to one of my cousins, gave him a Hebrew name. Nathaniel was the name that he chose, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a ceremony, they say prayers, and they officially give you that Hebrew name. So once he gives you that name, that will